Have you ever imagined owning a financial playbook powerful enough to make you wealthy, maybe even a millionaire, without grinding 80 hours a week or spending your life working for someone else? Now imagine something even better. What if this playbook was time-tested, proven, and virtually fail-proof, and anyone who applied it could build wealth, improve their health, and even strengthen their relationships? Be honest. How much would you be willing to pay for something like that? For years, you've probably heard the phrase, "Money is the root of all evil." It's been repeated in churches, in conversations, and across culture so often that most people accept it without question. But that's not what the Bible actually says. In the first epistle to Timothy, the warning is not about money itself, it's about the love of money, the obsession, the misplaced devotion, the decision to put wealth above character, purpose, and people. Money is neutral. It doesn't corrupt you. It reveals you. As taught in the Gospel of Mark, what defiles a person isn't what comes from the outside, it's what comes from within. Wealth doesn't create greed. It exposes it. It doesn't create generosity. It magnifies it. If someone becomes arrogant after gaining wealth, the arrogance was already there. If someone becomes generous, disciplined, and impactful, those qualities were already present too. This changes the conversation completely. The issue isn't how much money you have. The real question is, who are you becoming while you pursue it? First principle, ownership. Most people live with the assumption that what they earn is theirs. Their paycheck, their house, their investments, their success. But the Book of Psalms presents a radically different perspective. The earth is the Lord's, and everything in it. That statement shifts your entire financial mindset. If everything ultimately belongs to God, then you're not an owner, you're a steward, a manager. And managers are evaluated not by what they possess, but by how they handle what's entrusted to them. This mindset produces responsibility instead of entitlement. It produces gratitude instead of arrogance. And most importantly, it produces strategy instead of impulse. When you see money as something entrusted to you rather than owned by you, your decisions change. You think long-term. You plan. You invest carefully. You avoid reckless risks. Prosperity doesn't begin with accumulation. It begins with stewardship. Because wealth without management disappears. But resources managed wisely multiply over time. True financial growth starts the moment you stop asking, "How much do I own?" and start asking, "How well am I managing what I've been given?" Second principle. Debt is modern-day slavery. In America, living on credit has become normal. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, mortgages stretched to the limit, payments stacked on payments. But normal doesn't mean wise. The Book of Proverbs warns plainly, the borrower is servant to the lender. That's not poetic language. It's practical reality. Debt steals your peace. It steals your options. It steals your future income before you even earn it. Every payment you owe limits your freedom to pivot, invest, give, or take risks. It ties your time to obligations you can't escape. And while some debt may be strategic, most consumer debt is emotional, driven by impulse, comparison, or lifestyle inflation. Prosperity doesn't start with making more money. It starts with breaking invisible chains. Because true wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much control you have. The path to financial strength begins the moment you decide that freedom matters more than appearances, and that ownership of your future is worth more than temporary upgrades. Third principle, strategic planning. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus tells a simple but powerful story. Before building a tower, a person first sits down and calculates the cost to see if they can finish it. That's budgeting. Not fear. Not lack of faith. Discipline. Too many people treat money emotionally. They spend first and calculate later. They hope things will work out. They assume future income will fix present overspending. But hope is not a strategy. Planning is not restrictive, it's empowering. A budget tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It creates clarity. It reduces anxiety. It turns chaos into structure. And structure builds momentum. If you don't plan your spending, someone else will gladly plan it for you. Advertisers, lenders, and lifestyle pressure. Financial maturity begins when intention replaces impulse. Because the truth is simple. If you fail to plan your money, you are unintentionally planning your financial frustration. Wealth isn't accidental. It's built, one disciplined decision at a time. Fourth principle, intelligent diversification. In the Ecclesiastes, there's a powerful line that most people overlook. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. That's risk management. Long before Wall Street existed. Long before hedge funds, ETFs, and portfolio theory. The principle was already clear. Don't put everything in one place. Diversification isn't just a financial tactic. It's wisdom. It acknowledges uncertainty. Crops can fail. Markets can crash. Industries can collapse. But when your resources are distributed wisely, one setback doesn't wipe you out. Modern investors call it asset allocation. Ancient wisdom called it prudence. The goal isn't chasing the highest possible return. It's building resilient wealth. Diversification protects momentum. It reduces emotional decision-making. It allows you to stay in the game long enough for compounding to work. Wealth isn't built by betting everything on one opportunity. It's built by positioning yourself so that no single storm can sink your entire future. Fifth principle, strategic generosity. Giving is often misunderstood. Some see it as loss. Others see it as obligation. But according to the Gospel of Luke, give, and it will be given to you. Generosity isn't about losing money. It's about alignment. When you give intentionally, you declare that money does not control you. You control it. You shift from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. And that internal shift changes how you earn, spend, and invest. But generosity is not recklessness. It's not emotional spending disguised as virtue. Strategic generosity means giving with wisdom, purpose, and awareness. It means helping others without destroying your own stability. It means understanding that wealth flows best through open hands, not clenched fists. Those who learn to release resources develop a powerful mindset. They stop fearing loss. And when fear disappears, clarity increases. True prosperity includes impact. Because money that only serves you eventually shrinks your world. Money that serves others expands it. Sixth principle, build in the right order. The book of Proverbs teaches, prepare your fields first, then build your house. In modern terms, build income before upgrading lifestyle. Yet today, many reverse the order. They buy the house before building the skill. They finance the car before securing stability. They chase appearance before developing capacity. That inversion creates pressure. And pressure creates poor decisions. Prosperity is sequential. First comes production. Then expansion. First comes foundation. Then comes structure. When you develop your earning ability, your skills, your business, your expertise, you create leverage. And leverage funds lifestyle sustainably. But when lifestyle comes first, income is forced to chase it. Solid wealth isn't about speed. It's about structure. When you build in the right order, growth feels stable instead of stressful. And instead of maintaining an image, you're building something that lasts. Money magnifies. If discipline exists, it expands. If greed exists, it accelerates. If generosity exists, it multiplies. Wealth doesn't transform character. It amplifies it. That's why financial principles in the Bible are always tied to integrity, humility, and self-control. Because external success without internal structure is dangerous. History is full of examples: lottery winners bankrupt within years, athletes broke after massive contracts, entrepreneurs destroyed by ego. Without character, money becomes fuel for self-destruction. But with character, money becomes a tool for influence, stability, and legacy. Before you pursue more income, strengthen who you are. Because prosperity built on weak foundations collapses under its own weight. Internal governance must precede external growth. Many successful entrepreneurs, CEOs, and investors rarely advertise it, but they often credit timeless biblical principles for shaping their financial ethics. Not because the Bible offers a secret stock formula, but because it teaches what actually sustains wealth. Self-control, long-term vision, discipline, responsibility. These qualities outperform shortcuts every time. Financial success isn't just about strategy. It's about consistency. And consistency is a character trait. The principles that build a strong family, build a strong business, and build lasting wealth. Trends change. Markets fluctuate. Technologies evolve. But disciplined stewardship remains undefeated. That's the quiet advantage many overlook. At the end of the day, you have two options. You can follow the current of consumer culture, upgrade constantly, finance everything, and hope your income keeps up. Or you can apply timeless principles that have shaped stable, disciplined, and prosperous lives for generations. Money is a tool, but principles determine direction. Maybe the greatest financial manual in history was never about getting rich quickly. Maybe it was about learning to govern yourself before trying to grow your wealth. Because when you master discipline, when you eliminate destructive debt, when you plan strategically, when you build in the right order, prosperity stops being luck. It becomes a consequence. If this perspective challenged the way you think about money, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We break down powerful, timeless principles like this every week. Principles that can transform your finances and your future. And if you found value in this video, hit the like button. It helps more people discover this message, and it tells the algorithm that content about wisdom, discipline, and real prosperity matters. Your financial future is shaped by the decisions you make today. Choose wisely.